Hello out there. Hello. Hello. Hi. Well, if you're still here, then I'm going to teach you about glycerophospholipids. I missed seeing your faces, and so I would like you to show me your faces as soon as possible. But glycerophospholipids, a family of lipids similar to triglycerides, except that one hydroxyl group, that was the dog, is replaced, he's grumpy, by the ester of phosphoric acid and an amino alcohol. You see, I'm filming this in the afternoon because I had technical difficulties in the morning, and my dog thinks the afternoon is nap time. And if people talk during nap time, he grumbles at them, especially if they seem to be talking to themselves, because then apparently they are just, here to irritate him. So, sorry, dog. This is how a biologist would draw a triglyceride. Where glycerol is the backbone, and these guys are our homies' fatty acids. Fatty A, what's up? That's a triglyceride, your old friend. This is how a biologist might draw a glycerophospholipid. This is our old friend glycerol. These are our homies fatty A. And this is a phosphate. And this is an amino alcohol. So 2 bits, well 3 bits depending on how you count. The glycerol and 2 of the fatty acids are totally the same as they are in a triglyceride. It's just at the third location. Instead, there's this phosphate and amino alcohol attached. And you think, okay, Miss Brigg, why is that important? And I'll tell you why, because every single one of your cells is held together by these. So they are very important. There are 3 main amino alcohols. They're the ones we're going to attach at the ends. They are 3 biologically active amino alcohols. There are other ones that are used, but these are the 3 we're going to talk about. Choline, so there's C here, here, and here in choline. They're all going to have an alcohol bit at the beginning because they're an amino alcohol, and they're all going to have a nitrogen somewhere. I apologize for that. In addition to technical difficulties today, apparently the lights are flashing while I'm taking notes. I hope that doesn't trigger anyone's, whatever that disease is. Epilepsy. The peanut gallery says it's epilepsy. And that's ethanolamine, because that's just about as plain as you can get. An ethane with an alcohol at one side and an amine on the other side. Okay, this amine is a tertiary amine. These 2 are primary amines. Okay, lecithin is a glycerophospholipid. Containing choline. And cephalin is a glycerophospholipid. It's okay, Luke. Sometimes we have to film during nap time. I'm tired too. It's 12:15, so we all know half of you are asleep, just like the dog. Not Kate. I usually hear from her in the morning, but Ryan is definitely sleeping.
Yes, because he texted me at 4:30 this morning.
Oh no, Mr. Lawrence is calling you out.
I was awake at 4:30 this morning to answer your email because I'd already woke up, dude.
I hope that got you guys a good laugh. And Ryan's expense. Okay, glycerophospholipid containing ethanolamine or sometimes serine is called cephalin. Okay, and here are a bunch of different ways to imagine a glycerophospholipid. This way to imagine one is kind of the way we've been doing it, where we're thinking about it like on the atomic level, and you've got these long chains, and you've got this carboxylic acid part that becomes an ester with the glycerol, and then you've got an ester over here with the phosphate, and here's the amino alcohol. Lots to think about. London dispersion going down here. This part's charged, so this part's ionic up here, so a lot going on. Then one step out, you like wink at the biochemist as you take one step out. We don't even identify them, we just make them into balls, but still showing this face, the shape and whatnot. Then, when you become a biologist, you draw it like this, where, oh, look, it's got this head group that's ionic, and these two fatty tails. So this part down here is what the biologists would call hydrophobic. And this up here is what the biologists would call hydrophilic. And so in the body, they orient themselves into what's called a lipid bilayer, where the fatty parts are facing each other, so it's all nonpolar in there, and the ionic parts are facing outside, and that's where the water is. So inside, on one side would be the cytoplasm of the cell, and out here you've got like the liquids otherwise in the body, like maybe the blood or whatever else you're touching on the outside. So this is what the cell membrane is made out of. These guys line up, and that is the cell membrane.